How's it going, everybody, and welcome to episode 77 of Cub Fans Minecraft Let's Play. Today I'm hanging out at the village, guys, because I'm going to start to expand the village this episode. I've gone around and sort of made a survey of what type of villagers I have here, and I realized I have a librarian here in the white, got a priest here in the purple. I think this is like the butcher here. Got an awesome coal trade here, which I'm going to try to make with him eventually once I get tons and tons of coal. But the rest of these guys are just simple farmers, and they only trade food. And I do not have a blacksmith, which I really want. So one option would be to kill the farmers, which I may have to do eventually anyway. But another option that I'm going to try is I'm going to try to expand this village. So I got a bunch of gravel for the roads, got some stacks of wood, got some cobblestone, and then I also went ahead and switched out the contents of my ender chest to be building materials for the village, minus the blaze rods and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to expand this village quite a bit. Hopefully get some more spawns. I'm going to make the buildings pretty much the same design as the current buildings, so it'll be exactly the same. Roof and everything will be exactly the same. It'll just be more buildings. So yeah, that's where the first house is going to go, I think, right there where I put that stair block. And I got my trusty stone axe here because I honestly forgot my diamond enchanted one, and it didn't feel like going back and getting it. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this back. Okay. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and dig out this road here, just like this. And of course I'll make sure and light everything up as I go along. And also make it as accurate as possible. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Expand the village. I probably won't show a whole lot of it because it's kind of monotonous. You're just digging and building. And a lot of it's me running back here, checking the design of these houses, and then going back and building it. But I'm going to go ahead and expand this village out, see what we can come up with. So I'll be back once I'm done with that. Alright guys, still here at the village, and yeah, just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about is just something like this. So this is just me making a quick house. It's exactly the same as that house right there underneath my mouse cursor, that one. I'm just copying those houses so that there'll be more doors in the village, and that way more villagers will spawn. And I know it's possible to create one of those infinite villager breeding cells. I might do that eventually, but I'm going to try this out first, see how this works out for me. And then of course there's always villager genocide. Yeah, that's a last resort though. Yep, so there's that, and then we gotta go up, and we'll put the top bit on here. This top bit is actually pretty expensive. It's actually quite a bit more expensive than the rest of the house, in my opinion, because it's the full logs. And yeah, we're gonna leave this spot open for a ladder. And then we'll put a fence around here, but we don't have fence, so I'm going to go down and get some fence, and I'll be back. Okay, everybody, so now we're just looking out over the village as it currently stands. I've added 10 buildings. I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buildings so far, but I wasn't getting very much villager spawning. So what I decided to do is this right here. I went ahead and put a whole bunch of doors in this house here, and that has helped a little bit in terms of villager breeding. You'll see a little priest here, and each door counts for about 35% of a villager. So doing it the regular way, and building the building itself and trying to get spawns That wasn't quite working, just because there's only about one door per building. And yeah, at 35% of a villager per door on the average, that really doesn't come out too well with the maths. And the reason that something like this works is because of the way that villages are calculated. So villages are actually calculated from the number of doors, not the number of villagers. And what happens is the door here will check 5 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces perpendicular to the door itself. So these 5 here and then 5 on the other side. And it will calculate the number of spots which light hits on each side. And if light hits a different number of blocks on one side compared to the other, that is considered a valid door. So this one, all 5 of these have solid blocks above it, so these are considered inside blocks, so the light doesn't hit it. But here we have, if we go over one here, so this one has no light hitting it. This one does not have light hitting it because it checks these 2 blocks here. But then the next 3 blocks are all outside. So since there are 3 blocks that have light hitting it on that side and none on this side, this is considered a valid door. And it does that check for all these doors. And the majority of them have a difference in the number of blocks that light hits. So pretty much all of those should be valid doors. And we should get a lot of villagers spawning. So I'm going to wait around here. I'm probably going to add about 10 more buildings to the village so we can populate it and fill it out. And then I'll be back. And look at what we got. We got a little blacksmith. Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. And I think it takes him about 20 minutes to grow up, so it might be a while till we can trade with him, but not too bad. Okay, everybody, so I'm just finishing up building my village up. I'll show you what I have here in a minute. But we had a zombie siege, and unfortunately I was not able to stop all the zombies. I stopped many of them, but they did kill some villagers. So they broke into this house. They broke down, I think, both doors in this house here. And I haven't checked over this way yet. Looks like this is okay. Yep, that's okay over there. But I stopped a few of them. There's nobody in this house except for that guy. But yeah, it hit a few of our villagers, so population took a little bit of a hit. A lot of these guys jam into certain houses for some reason. Not sure why. Yeah, a lot of them over here. But I'll show you what the village looks like as of right now. Let's go ahead and head up to the top of the tower. So I've added a couple more buildings. And I've had to go back to my base for resources a few times. Yeah, we have the golem spawning as well now because we have enough doors. So I built another one of these tower things over there. And a cool thing is you can actually parkour over there, actually, which is kind of cool. You might do that in a second here, but I added, let's see, what did I add? I added a house there, that house over there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more buildings to the village in total. So let's see if we can parkour over there, just because it's fun. Alright, ready? I think it's 8 jumps to get all the way over to the other tower, so here we go. Up we go, down this side, up and over, and sprint. Oh, missed it. Dang it. Let's try it again. Okay, guys, light outside now. Let's see if we can do it. Make it from this tower to the other tower right now. Here we go. Up one side, down the other, sprint across here, jump, jump, get up here, sprint down there, big jump, S, big jump, and oh, well, you can make it from there to that block or this block here. But yeah, that's how it's done. That's the parkour. It's an inadvertent parkour course, so to speak. Yeah, no real reason for that. I just thought it was kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and finish building the last few buildings over in this region. Just making sure that no other zombies got to any of these areas over here. Hopefully they didn't. Nope, looks like they're fine. And this whole place is lit up, so zombies can't spawn naturally. But if there's a zombie siege, then that's where we can lose villagers. But hopefully we won't lose any more. I'm gonna go ahead and make a few more of those type of wood shacks here, up on the hill. Probably 2 or 3 of them right here in a row, and then I'm gonna call that our village. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So I'll be back. Okay, everybody. So the village is now in a more or less completed state. I added a total of 18 new buildings to the village. So that's pretty good, and we got about 22 doors or so. So I added the blacksmith shop here, secondary bell tower, a bunch of buildings over in this area, and in this area here, and also this whole area over here, basically. Those outlying buildings. We got 2 libraries, 2 bell towers, and a bunch of smaller residential buildings. So I'll just walk you around here and show you what's up. Hopefully there won't be another zombie siege tonight. So we'll start off in this far area here. We just got a nice house. Yeah, standard house, standard back area. Perfect spot for fishing over the sea, which is great. Nice views. Let's see, we just got the standard house here. Another standard house. We got a wheat farm here, which I added. This will probably become the potato or carrot farm eventually. And then in here, we need some lighting, actually. There we go. Perfect. So we got that building. We got a little shack on the beach down here, right at sea level. And might as well add like a little table or something in there. That'd be nice. Not like that. Perfect. Table. So there's a little shack. Back entrance to this one. In here, this basic house. And same thing in here. We just got the secondary bell tower. And this goes all the way up. And this gives another good view of the village. Got a lot of wheat farms that spawn naturally in this village. Yeah, so let's go ahead and keep going. We'll drop down here. Perfect. Okay, then I added more to this area. Added that house, and then these 3 houses here. These 3, and I imagine these guys are like the farmers because they're right in front of the wheat. So these 3 wooden houses here. This house, you saw me build a little bit of this earlier. Then we got the library over here, all built to standard here. Got the bookshelves up top, study area, and crafting table. Over in this area we got the graveyard, which commemorates the 3 villagers who died during the zombie siege. And we got the flowers for additional commemorative effect. Also added this wheat farm here, and again this will probably be carrots once 1.4 comes out. Villagers in here. For some reason the villagers like to go only into certain houses, which is kind of strange. Added this one as well. There's our blacksmith all grown up, offering that trade for a diamond pick right now. Also have a couple priests now, so we'll have to start trading relatively soon here. Let's see, also added this house here into the side of the hill. The guy in there now. Another house. And also this house here. Then over this way we have our minecart station. Got the fence up so they can't walk down into the caves. And then we have finally the blacksmith's area, and I still need to put lava in there. So that's the only thing I haven't done with respect to that. And we got some bread in there. Yeah. So that's basically it. Interesting side note. Because of the way villagers detect doors, which are valid, they actually consider this part here, this thing here, as inside. So they don't actually go inside of this building ever. They always stay outside. I just figured that out in the last few weeks. Kind of an interesting side note. But yeah, that's the whole village here. I'm pretty happy with it. I'd like to get a few more villagers in here so it would be populated and you'd see them scurrying about all around. But other than that, I think it's more or less complete. And let me know if you guys want to see any buildings added. I'm just trying to think of some stuff off the top of my head, and I'm not really sure what I'm missing. But I feel like I'm missing something. But anyway, let me know, and I might add it. Just have to wait and see. So now, we will move on to something else. Okay, everybody. So, we are now back at the main base, and our dog's still here, which is great. And we're going to address a few issues I've been having over the past few weeks now. They've slowly sort of crept up on me, and I haven't really addressed them yet. So one issue is the issue of storage. So as you can see here, food storage is getting pretty full, as is farming storage. There's also some other concerns I have of stuff that, like stone here, for example, really getting overly full, and it's slowing into some of the other chests here. But I'm going to resolve that in one of the next few episodes. What I'm thinking about doing is actually come down here, and then on the left-hand side, I want to put a storage room. So the storage room would go right here, basically, and it would go into the wall like this. And I did not know there was a cave back here. Pretty big cave back here, actually. Anyway, it would go right here in the wall, and yeah, it would basically, I want to make like a Warehouse 13 type of storage area. So that'd be basically what it would be like. It'd be like a massive storage area, and we'd store all our stuff in it, all our excess stuff in it, the stuff that we didn't keep up in the main room. So that way we don't have to throw away anything, because with all the new patches coming out, some of the stuff like seeds and stuff are actually becoming useful, so I'm kind of hesitant to throw stuff out. Plus, it's good to accumulate wealth in this game. Kind of impresses people. Over here, I've already started a new area, and if you remember last episode, I said we would do something with the Ender Dragon egg, which I currently have up in my bedroom. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a sort of shrine here to the Ender Dragon egg. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have obsidian down here, so it's kind of like the portal which spawns when the Ender Dragon is slain. Then we'll have we won't have any of this large scale lighting with these torches. So it'll all be super dim in here, and it'll be lit by the redstone torches, and I'll have redstone torches on the sides as well. The emeralds, the emerald ore blocks, which we got from trading, these will sort of form like a, I don't know what to call it, like sort of a cross in the middle here, I guess. Not really a cross. It's more like a, I don't even know what to call it. Anyway, they'll all meet up in the center here. So it'll be like arches. That's the word I'm looking for. It'll be like an arch here and an arch here, and they'll meet in the center. And we'll have end stone sort of surrounding them on the side. I'm still trying to work out if I want 1 layer or 2 layers of end stone. And then I'll have obsidian in between that, and it'll go up as well and form sort of like a point in the middle. And then we'll have tripwires to guard it so that nobody can steal it. And that'll go to say like an alarm system up in my house. So anyway, that's the plan for now. I'd like to get this area done this episode and save the storage area for a later episode. But for that we need more emeralds. We need blocks of emeralds. So I have some already from the villager trading I did earlier. But we do need some more. So we'll go up and see where we're at with that. Let's see. I think I keep it... Yeah, I keep the emeralds somewhere. Not in there. I put it somewhere, and I forget where it's at, of course. I think I put it down here with the rails. Nope, that's excess coal. Up here? There it is, yeah. Yeah, so we have a little less than a stack and a half of emeralds right now. And that'll only get us a handful more blocks. So we gotta go and do some trading with the villagers. And I have a ton of coal here, so I'm thinking of using this. We also have a lot of... What else do we have a lot of? Gravel. Gravel and flint we have quite a bit of. And we also have a lot of reeds. We got a double chest full of reeds here. And it overflows into this chest over here. Yep, more reeds there. And we also have quite a bit of wheat, so we'll see what we can trade. I'm going to go ahead and set up an armada of carts like I did before. And we'll transport all this stuff over to the village, and we'll see what we can do with it. Okay, everybody, and just to show you what I'm transporting, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and almost 6 carts full of stuff. So we'll just go ahead and put the fuel in here, and we'll see exactly how well this is going to work. Worked pretty good last time, so hopefully it'll work the same this time. So I'll be back once I get to the village and we're ready to start trading. Alright everybody, so the first trade we're going to make is for all this wheat here. So we're going to go out and find a farmer in the brown shirt, and we're going to see if we can't get a good deal. Okay everybody, our first trade of the night is going to be with this villager here. And we're trading 18 wheat for 1 emerald. So let's go ahead and we'll go break this thing. Wheat will fall down, and let's start the trading. Alright, so there we go. We got about 2 stacks of emeralds from that. So very good. Alright everybody, the next trade we're going to do is the 17 coal to 1 emerald with this guy here. So I'm going to go ahead and break the chest above me. And the next one. And let's start the trading. So from that trade, the coal trade, we got a little bit over 3 stacks of emeralds. And the best part is that the trade still stands. He still offers the same trade. So we can exploit that a little bit more in the future. Alright everyone, and our final trade today will be the 20 paper to 1 emerald trade, and we're going to do it with this priest here. So we'll go ahead and break these, and let's start the trading. Alright everyone, and after that trade we got nearly 4 emeralds, so let's see how much we got in total after I get rid of this. Okay everybody, so from all those trades we got about... we got about 9 stacks of emeralds. So we have just shy of 10 1/4 stacks now. And we're going to see exactly how many blocks that should get us. It'll probably be around 60 or 65, 70, somewhere in that range. So there's 64. This is gonna get us 8. So we got 72 blocks. So we'll see if that will complete the arches, the emerald arches. And I'm guessing it probably will, but we'll have to see here. Interesting design note regarding this room is it's actually just about half of a sphere. It's actually 1 block lower. So if we raise the floor by 1, it would be exactly half of a sphere. And yeah, it took a while to get the shape right, but finally got it. So let's go up here. And I want these emeralds to be into the stone. So we'll do something like this. Like that. And up like that. Pretty expensive room, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. So this should be 1/4 of the arch completed. Yep. I think it looks okay. So yeah, I'll keep on doing that for the other 3 arches. The other 3 halves of the arches. And then we'll go to the end. I'll get some end stone. And we need some more obsidian, more than likely. So I'll get that as well, and we'll see how this room turns out. Okay, everybody, so I went ahead and finished this room. Yeah, so I went ahead and went with the obsidian and end stone on the floor rather than like wood or half slabs around the sides. And I also went ahead and put some of the emeralds on the floor as well, sort of leading inward. And then I like how the arches meet directly above where the egg is going to go. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and place the egg down there. And there we go. I'm going to say the room is pretty much completed. I was going to go with a darker room, but I had trouble with mob spawning because redstone torches don't really emit very much light at all. And then I abandoned the tripwire idea because it made an annoying clicking sound anytime you walked through it. So I'm going to go with this. I got the redstone lamp, powered redstone lamp under there, and that's to provide enough light to this block so that mobs won't spawn on top of here. And yeah, I think this is the room pretty much done. I think I'll keep it like this. And I'm pretty happy with it. As I said, we'll also make a storage room over here eventually. Not sure when I'm going to do that, but pretty soon. And now I think we're going to go ahead and head down to the mine shaft and we'll see what today's highlighted channel is. But first, I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and knock this out. Like that. And we'll replace it with end stone. Because this will be the railway line to the end. And it's not connected yet, but I'll connect it up for next time. And we want to go to the mine. So we'll go to the mine, and I'll be right back once we get there. Okay, so down here in the mine shaft, and today's highlighted channel is Minecraft G Pro. So a little bit about Minecraft G Pro's channel. He does do Minecraft videos. He has several tutorials up on how to build things like automatic melon farms and some other things of that nature. He has about 9 videos up right now, so go ahead and check out his channel. There'll be a link in the description. And I'm going to go ahead and dig out his mine shaft and see how he does against the other competitors. Alright everybody, just finished digging out Minecraft G Pro's mine shaft. And unfortunately guys, we did not get any diamonds, but we did get some coal and a little bit of redstone. So we can always trade this coal in for the emeralds over at the village now. So coal is actually a lot more useful than it was. And finally, guys, one more thing I want to talk about this episode is Tekkit. So, there will either be an announcement video out before this one or after this one, announcing the return of Technic/Tekkit, and I will be playing it on the Minecraft Tunnel server, because the server owner is going to set up a Tekkit server. So if indeed that happens, I will be playing that, and it is an open public server, so if you guys want to join me, get on there, we can play some Tekkit together. So that's a pretty exciting development. But I think this is going to be all for me this episode, guys. We got a lot done over there at the village this episode. And also glad we got the Shrine to the Dragon Egg complete. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been CubFan. Goodbye.